Hey guys, so today we are going to be putting a new camshaft in our R18 Civic. So we've already done a little bit of work, as you can see. What you're going to want to do though is take off the cowl. There's a couple videos on that. Ours was really simple to take off because it's just a couple plastic clips. You're going to need to take out your battery for easy access, and obviously all your spark plug, coils, all this stuff. Engine cover and valve cover, which is really simple. It's just a couple 10mm bolts on each side. And yeah, then you're caught up to where we are at this moment. So, alright, so the next thing you need to do after you've got it this stage is take off this big electrical connector area, because the camshaft will slide out from right here. It doesn't come out the top. There's going to be two bolts, one right there, and another one below it right there. And those are both going to be 10s. Alright, so once you've taken out those two bolts that hold in this connector box, it's actually not going to move a lot at all. So basically what you're going to have to do is kind of pull on it, see where it's getting hung up. There's a bunch of connectors that you're going to need to disconnect all over. Once you disconnect a bunch of those too, it's easiest just to kind of like peel apart this plastic box. It's got a bunch of little clips on it that hold it together, and if you peel that apart, then you can actually push this down a lot further out of the way, because the cam comes out right here. So it's just easiest to do that, push it down, and then we'll be able to slide it out. Alright, so the next part, once we get all that figured out, is to take off the belt, because we're going to have to remove the alternator and a lot of other stuff so that we can retime the engine, take the cover off and everything. If you have a belt tool, it's really great, but there's a little thing down there, you can kind of see it. It's a 19, and that's just to loosen the tensioner so that we can actually pull the belt off. Alrighty, next step to taking off the alternator is you're going to have to disconnect all of these connectors right here. Pull this out of that little connector, or actually it was connected in here. Pull that out so that you don't have to worry about these. And then there's going to be two bolts, one right there. And then there's another one that you can't see on the bottom of the alternator down there too. They're both going to be 12mm. And then the alternator will just kind of come out of place. Alright, so the next part that you're technically supposed to do is take off the timing cover. Oh, remove the motor mount. Then take off the timing cover so that when you pull the cam out, you can just, retime the engine, make sure everything's good. We're going to try a shortcut here, so we'll be the guinea pigs for you guys. If this doesn't work, then yeah. So what we've got is we've got two screwdrivers going through the holes of the cam gear right there. We're going to kind of pry on those to hold them up while we take the camshaft out. So we've got the nut and the bolt that we're going to have to get, nut in the back that we're going to have to get, and then the one in the front here too. And then we'll loosen the rocker cover, and hopefully the chain doesn't move any bit. If it does, then we're just going to have to take everything off. I'll show you that part and retiming the engine too. So yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, so a quick update on the cam install. We got the old cam out, we got the new one in. This is the new one. Our little cheater's way of trying to just put some screwdrivers on this and line it back up with that did not work. It just doesn't, it's pretty much impossible to do. So we are now at the step of removing the timing cover. It's pretty simple. There's about 5 bolts in this upper half. There's 1, 2, 3. There's a 4th one in here in that little hole down there. And then a 5th one down there too. They're all 12s. And then on the bottom, there's just a bunch of 10s. Down here, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, there's a bunch of 10s down here. You got to take off that pulley, obviously. Also, the alternator and the serpentine belt tensioner needs to come off too. And that's the stage that we're at now. We're having a lot of trouble actually getting this timing cover off. So once we get that off, then we'll continue the video from there. Alright, so we've got the timing cover off now. It's right here. Kind of note these bolt mark positions, I should say, in your head, because it turned out we were missing a couple. Well, so there's a 12 here, 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 There's two 12s in here. I don't think anything goes in there. And then there's a 12 right here. And then there's going to be, oh, and it looks like one right there too. And then there's a 10 over here. That one was kind of the hidden one that we didn't notice. And then 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. So that's all the bolts that you need to take out. You don't need to take this cover off, but it kind of helps, I guess. Not really. Anyway, here's your tensioner. You're going to need to get a pin to kind of hold that up and compressed, because if you pull off any of these guides, if you're doing that, that'll overextend and then you have to replace it. So the best way to do that, once you get it to this position, is just kind of push on this guide here to compress that little piece up, and it'll pin into the body over here. And now that we're at this stage, there's still some tension on this chain, and we need to line this gear up with the cam. So what we're going to do is take off this cam slide. There's 3 bolts in it. They're all 10s. And then when we pull that off, we'll have no tension on the chain. So we can pull this out, line that up, and then put it all back together. Alright, so we finally got the gear put back on and actually attached to the camshaft. So what we ended up doing was taking the sliders off on both sides, just completely making the chain loose, and then aligning this top gear, screwing it in, and then re-getting everything put back together. There's a couple videos online, well, yeah, there's a couple, of how to time this engine. It's really simple though. You just basically have to make sure that the up mark right there, as you can see, is up, and this little, where's my finger? That black chain link is marked up with the dot there. And then on the bottom, there's a very similar setup too. And you can see the black chain link there. You can't really tell, but there's a little dot underneath it too. That's where that one lines up. And then on top, if I can get everything up here. Right there, you can see that arrow is lined up with that, what was the other arrow too, pointing down? Those two have to be pointing directly at each other too. And that's how you know that the bottom is lined up with that little piece, and then the top too. So, it's pretty simple, just a little bit of work getting it lined up. In this process, you may need a new tensioner. This is that. If this is extended out too far, it kind of doesn't work. I don't think there's a way to push it back in anymore. We haven't figured out one. There probably is, and I'll look up online for that. But either way, it'd probably just be best to get a new one, and then that goes right, get my hand in here, right here. And then that'll push against this slide. The way that we have it right now, since we don't have the tensioner in, is we actually put a couple zip ties in there, you can see, squeezing those two slides together so that we don't lose any tension on this. And now we're just going to kind of start reassembling some of the other stuff that we can put together while the timing cover's off. Alright guys, so we've got everything put back together. We've got the timing cover on, engine mount going back on. We're slowly putting it all back together finally. The last thing to do is just the valve adjust. That's why this is all still apart. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. You just got to remember where all the bolts came from to put them back together. Like I said, just adjust the valves. It's the factory specs, which is 0.25 for the front, 0.2 for the rear, which is intake and exhaust. And yeah, that's pretty much everything to do the cam install. So if you like that video, then please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.